Welcome back to another episode of the Call In Podcast. And today we're going to be, discussing, our first ever, sports segment, right? So today we're covering a lot of sports today. We're covering the recent UFC event. We're covering some cricket. There's a few test matches going on right now, and we're gonna dive right into the football transfer market as well. But we have one news over there, one huge news over there. So without further ado, let's start off with the first segment of the day. I'm your host Runat, and today we have our co-host Natish. I'll start off with this one. I'm a huge Arsenal fan and one of Arsenal's. Oh my God!
Okay, okay, move on, brother.
So
Yeah, I don't laugh
one of
at all right now itself. Okay, go on.
we're doing pretty well now, so I mean you can't laugh.
Okay,
so
I believe that, man. I believe that. Okay.
so so I mean one of Arsenal's greatest servers, servers in the pitch, and in terms of loyalty, his name is Mesut Ozil. We
Okay,
have
no idea.
finally. I mean, yeah, loyalty. I guess he didn't move to any other club, so I suppose it's loyalty.
Okay, okay.
So so I mean, we have finally reached an agreement with a Turkish club, one of the biggest Turkish clubs in Turkey. It's Fenerbahce, if I'm not mistaken, or Fenerbahce.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he's obviously part German, and with he has roots to Turkey. So he said, like, growing up, he really admired that club, and he wants to play for that club. So we have an agreement with that club, and he's going to move there. So I don't know about the salary or anything like that. Obviously, it's going to be reduced,
Well,
but for Arsenal, it's fantastic. For Arsenal,
yeah,
it's absolutely fantastic.
absolutely. You know,
I'm so
they
happy.
just retain their money itself, man. So yeah, man, I sooner or later expected that Mesut Ozil will, go off to another club. It all happened. Ultimately, since he wasn't playing
He
at all
wasn't
in
getting any
Arsenal.
game time.
Exactly, he wasn't even playing. He was like a ball boy or something. I don't know.
So it's
So,
like,
well, good news for
I
him,
mean,
man.
he was earning around 200,000 per week, 200,000 pounds per week to do nothing, absolutely nothing. And
Eh,
thank God he's really gonna
Okay,
help us with the savings, with the finance. Sorry.
finance itself, yeah.
So good riddance. I mean, he had like a few good seasons. Towards
Yes.
the end, he obviously got a little bit lazy, but obviously, yeah, Arsenal club legend, I would say. I'm glad he's leaving and moving on to better things.
Okay.
No, I'm serious. I'm happy for him and happy for the club. It's perfect. So,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
let's
moving
yeah.
on. Let's move on. So,
Yeah.
let's move on to some cricket.
Cricket,
Sri
bro.
Lanka
Let's go to cricket.
is Sri Lanka is battling England right now, and
Well, we are on a losing
it's
streak
another
also.
lost hope.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're in a losing streak there as well. Lost hope, lost
Lost
cause
hope and
there.
everything, man. Just by the time we post, England would actually win the test at that point. They just need 36 runs. 36 runs to win the test
As of
itself. Yeah, exactly,
as
man.
of recording. So
Yeah, man, like Lahiru Thirimanne scored a century, I guess, and a couple of people, couple of
mm,
team players scored a half century. Like it's a test match, yeah. Yeah,
as
it takes time, yeah. So
it
then
is.
we have
So
India versus Australia also. So in India versus Australia, we have a pretty good match. I was hoping for a draw with it. Yeah, most of them predicted draw with it. Yeah.
really,
Yes, yes, yes. Since
is that so?
yes, man, like they have been like pretty competitive right now. So let's see. Since Virat Kohli,
India's very very competitive.
yeah. So Virat Kohli is not even there in the match as well as since
Is he?
yeah
Uh-huh.
he had a kid, man. He had a kid with
Oh
Anshika.
really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Was it a
Oh,
boy?
that's
It's a girl. It's a
you,
girl.
you,
Yeah, it's a girl.
you're hearing it. You're hearing it live, right? Not live for the
No,
first
it was
time in
way
Colin.
back, man. It
Oh,
is
way
old
back.
news. It is old news right now.
That's whole news.
It's old news right now.
Oh shit! I'm not following cricket at all. For me, it's football all the way, man.
Okay,
Holy shit! I should probably.
it's freaking old news, man. So okay, so let's
It's
go.
all.
So the
No, I'm happy for Virat Kohli, but
yeah,
looking at the score,
congratulations to
just
Virat
looking at the
Kohli.
score sheet, yeah, congratulations for him. But yeah, looking at the score sheet, it looks like it's gonna be a draw,
Yeah,
most likely, because
it's
it's
pretty
the end of
competitive.
day three. Yeah,
It's pretty competitive. Both sides have been scoring up. 300 plus. Yeah, it turned out to be an My prediction is most probably a draw, probably.
Draw.
Yeah,
Most likely going to be a draw, unless in this innings they get them all out under 100 and they chase it. Otherwise,
it's
it's
and
most
draw.
likely going to be a
It's
draw.
and draw.
Going to
So
be a draw.
yeah,
So
so
nothing too
that's all for cricket today.
shabby there. Yeah. So we don't watch test matches because we have stuff to do.
Yeah,
So
they can't be paying out days for watching test matches. I
we
like
can't
test
be
matches are the best form of cricket. Like since it tests
absolutely.
your
I
yeah
used to love watching.
yeah it tests your endurance. It I consider it being the real cricket. The
Real cricket.
early stages of cricket was test matches, right? Wasn't it? We got the Ashes.
And like the best bowling performances, the best batting performances, like the
Yeah,
drives, cover drives, and all you see in Test cricket. So
you see a lot of
uh,
techniques over them in test itself. Yeah,
technical shots, technical what do you call bowling aspects,
yeah.
deliveries, everything is in Test matches, especially spin bowling. You get to see master classes in
Yeah,
Test
man. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
matches. So
Old days, man. Back
uh,
in days.
back
Okay.
in yeah,
No, we have
so
like good players right now. Also, like we have. I like this guy, Natrajan. That's an Indian kid called Natrajan. I guess he's a good. Not a
in Sri
kid.
Lanka.
In no, in Indian player. He's a good player though.
Oh,
He's
okay.
good in fast bowling, man. He's pretty good.
I
He's a
see.
newcomer. He's a newcomer. Yeah. And recently, Josh Hazelwood. Got a 5 wicket
He's
haul or something. Yeah, I just checked it out.
5 wicket haul.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is going
against
pretty
I
good.
think India.
Yeah,
Against India, it's I think.
it's going
So
pretty good. It is pretty good.
I think
Uh,
cricket just started right after the pandemic, so
yeah, no, we got the IPL.
it's
We had
picking.
the IPL. We had the
We
IPL
had
now.
the app, which I didn't, which I
Okay,
didn't look, I
okay.
didn't pay attention to that also.
I was
So
like very much into IPL. Yeah, that's something I look into.
I wanna I wanna get back into cricket. So yeah, more cricket news coming your way next week. Hopefully, we'll review some more
Yes.
cricket stuff. And now for the main event, we're gonna be
Oh
talking about the
man,
UFC main event.
dude,
What a main
dude,
event! UFC
uh,
Max Holloway versus Qatar. Is it
dude.
Qatar
It is
or
Calvin Kattar,
Qatar?
man.
I'm not
Calvin
sure.
Kattar. Yeah.
Kelvin Qatar. Kelvin Qatar.
Dude, I was like, the first half of the match was, the first half of the main. I was like all night watching it. So the first half
Hmm.
of the main event, like the main event was like the first three matches were like first round knockouts. That's it. So then we saw,
First round, yeah.
yeah, Carlos Condit versus Matt Brown, and it was a match between veterans. So then
Hmm.
we have this thing, man. I witnessed it finally, man. Max Holloway, baby, he's fucking blessed, dude. He's blessed.
Holy shit! Without further ado, let's talk about that moment. He
Yeah,
was talking to DC. He was trash talking to DC.
yeah.
He blocked, not blocked. He waited five. What do you call
Punches,
five
straight
punches
punches.
from Qatar. He punched the guy as well.
Exactly, man.
Oh my god,
Dude,
it's
who
so
does
cool. I
this
watched it
thing,
like
man?
5 times. I
Yeah,
watched it like 5 times that on repeat in slow
I
motion.
know,
It's the
right? It is one
coolest
of the
thing I've ever
best
seen.
moments.
Most
It's one of the best moments in UFC
most
itself. Now, in
most
2021, it
badass
might be the
moment.
best moment. Damn, man.
Absolute
Damn.
badass. It's like gives me Anderson Silva vibes for some
Yeah, it does. It did, right? It did. It is kind of like. No, I saw Muhammad Ali, man, for a while, dude. I saw
mm,
Muhammad Ali.
where
Like
he where he
the
quickly moves his
fucking.
head,
Oh, man.
and
I
he
saw
took
literally
five
Muhammad Ali,
punches.
man. 5 punches in a row. He just went back. Swear, if you check out the rounds and all shit, he wasn't even sparring for a while. So he wasn't even training for a while with partners and all. And he played
Mhm.
like that. Come on, man.
And
He's one of the, yeah.
obviously Calvin's obviously a really good boxer. At least that's what they kind of conversed
No,
about
he is.
before.
I saw his previous matches. He's a good boxer. Like he has this,
He's a good boxer,
yeah, he has this good uppercut. Yes.
good uppercut, good jabs and all that. But obviously Max Holloway is a quote unquote amateur, but he completely outclassed Calvin in this, and even trash talk in the middle of the
Dude,
octagon as well.
no, I would consider him being the best featherweights. Like previous fight of him against Alexander Volkanovski. I don't know. It was like I voted for this guy. Who is it? Max.
Volkanov,
I was like
Max, all
complete
right.
Max. It was a split decision. Yeah, it was a
Mhm.
split decision. So half of the decision. Yeah, it is. I always thought the winner was Max Holloway. He did a good part in that
Mhm.
match itself. And now seeing he gave like an amazing performance, like immense, powerful performance right now with Calvin Kattar.
Powerful. Yeah.
Yeah, So he deserves
Holy
a
shit.
title shot, man. Clearly a title shot.
Clearly a title shot. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen. You should have seen what's the commentator's name? DC, not DC, the other guy. Joe Rogan. Is it Joe Rogan?
No, Joe Rogan.
Commenting.
It was some Daniel. Why I can't remember his name. Dude, I can't remember.
DC.
It was DC.
Cormier.
It was DC, yeah, I
Cormier.
can't remember his name.
Daniel Cormier.
That DC was there. DC was in the commentary itself.
DC, and I think Rogan was there as well.
No, Rogan wasn't there.
Even
Rogan
Joe
wasn't
Rogan
there.
was
No,
commenting as
Rogan
well.
wasn't there.
Really?
Rogan wasn't there.
The guy sounds like Rogan. Oh,
No, he
okay.
wasn't Rogan. No, he wasn't Rogan. Yeah, I can't remember the guy's
That's
name.
fine. That's fine. We
Okay,
can't
let's.
remember, so we'll yeah. Um, but yeah, absolutely badass, most badass thing I've ever seen. If you guys
And
haven't seen this match, watch it. Watch this
yeah,
match. It's
and we
amazing.
got the rumors. We got the final stuff about Khabib. It seems. So
Khabib, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Khabib might return if something gets well with the fight between we are gonna get a match between Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor, as well as he
Yeah.
said Charles Oliveira was pretty good, and we have
I think it's between Oliveira. I think the
probably
decision
probably
between
like
Oliveira.
probably
That's what I heard.
Oliveira should get a title shot, but still we have Dustin versus Dustin
Yeah,
versus Conor, as well as we have
Connor.
Dan Hooker versus Mike Chandler, right? So
Yeah.
it is pretty competitive, man. The 155 division is pretty competitive. Yeah, it is.
What's that? The welter? Is it welterweight or
It's a light heavyweight.
light? Sorry, light, not
Yeah,
welter. Light heavyweight is obviously the most competitive
it
one.
is way more competitive since we have all the stars.
Very
Dan Hooker. Yeah,
so many stars. It's
so
the
many stars.
easiest weight to manage also.
Well,
So yeah,
yeah. Okay. So then,
that's the thing.
did you
So
watch this match? Joaquin Buckley. Was it Joaquin Buckley? Buckley, right? The hype kid,
I'm
the
not,
spinning back spinning kick. Can you remember that kick, man? One of the best
yeah,
knockouts in 2020. The kick,
yeah.
the kick. He was like he was bested out in the first round itself. Like,
Oh shit, really? Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw in the
I saw
UFC
it
thing.
was a clear
I
head
saw
kick.
in the card. I didn't
Yeah,
watch the. I
it
didn't watch
was
that part, but I.
it was a clear head kick, man. Damn. I like it. The hype
Damn,
was
damn.
over at that point itself. Man. I was like clearly okay. Damn. Okay, then
So
it was like
what about the co-main? So Carlos Condit versus Matt Brown.
yeah,
So I
it
think it
was
was
like
also
it was competitive. It was like more of a
very competitive
ground fight. Yeah, like
ground fight.
Carlos
Yeah.
Condit, yeah, won that by decision itself. Yes.
Well, yeah. So I think towards the end he what do you call it? Tackled him to the ground, and then from
Yeah.
there it was
Yeah, it was two
more
veterans, man. It was clear two veterans fighting off.
to veterans fighting. So yeah. To summarize, Calvin Kattar, absolutely fantastic. I mean, he uh,
No,
he
he's
didn't give up, right?
yeah, he
He
didn't
didn't
give
give
up,
up. That's the
man.
thing.
He was like standing
He
still
was
at a point. Like
like he was like this guy Max Holloway was beating the absolute hell out of this guy,
I
but
know,
still
right?
he's got a great chin, still fighting.
Did you check out the comments of Conor McGregor after Max Holloway said he was
No, I
the
didn't
best
see.
boxer
No, I didn't see.
after
I didn't see.
Max Holloway said he was the best boxer in UFC itself, like the favorite, yeah, it was UFC.
In the octagon. Yeah.
Yeah, so he said that, right? So
Mhm.
Conor McGregor tweeted LOL.
Classic,
Classic Conor, man. I miss the classic Conor.
classic. I
Uh,
miss the classic Connor.
yeah,
Yes, I don't think we're
we
gonna get him for a while.
no man. When Conor became humble itself, in the year 2020 was a disaster. When Conor
So a
became
disaster,
humble,
absolute.
yeah, man.
This is a disastrous, yeah,
Yeah.
absolute disaster. Yeah. So
The moment Conor
um,
became humble, became humble itself, the year was a fucking disaster.
absolute disaster. So I have actually one more news to share with our
Yes.
viewers. So there was a sort of an interview session with Conor McGregor, and he was asked about these YouTube events and all these boxing events,
Okay. Okay.
and he was like, he said, obviously, congratulations, kudos to the two fighters. What are their names? Tyson and Roy Jones. Is it
Yeah.
Roy Jones?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Julian.
congratulations. And he was like the YouTube kid, and NBA star. You know, it's absolutely great. It makes sense. It makes money, right? So clearly, Connor approves these YouTube fights and all. He
Yeah,
says like
well, it does. It does make a profitable standpoint, but still, you don't get the reach of
profitable.
yeah. You get a fucking lot of reach. Like what about I'm
You
just
get
in
reach.
consideration the players, who live their life for it, man. I'm just only considered about the players,
Same,
considered about the players. That's it. And
same, same.
Jake
Mhm.
Paul, right? Jake Paul has been calling out
That's what
Chris.
that's no Connor. He wants to
Yeah,
call out
no,
Connor, right?
he called out Chris Hemsworth in a while. Yeah, he
Really?
called.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, since Chris Hemsworth released an boxing video, like
Really?
yeah, he did. So after he released that, all of a sudden Jake Paul came out of nowhere and he called out Chris Hemsworth also, man. He wanted to fight Thor, dude.
You want to fight the Thor, the Ragnarok or
Yeah,
whatever.
and
Oh man,
and Jake Paul has been calling out Logan Paul also, dude. I listen to his podcast right now. Yeah,
his own bro.
brother, yeah, he just calls
He's
out
fight. He's
everybody,
fight.
man.
But I
Man,
think
it's like,
he's been really focusing on Connor, and I think Connor might agree. Dana doesn't like these sorts of fights, but I think clearly Connor money is involved, right? So I
yeah.
think he's on board.
But we saw the crossover right between boxing and UFC itself. Conor fighting Mayweather. This could happen also. Mayweather
This
versus
could have absolutely.
Logan is happening right now. Why not?
I think after that, definitely, or yeah, definitely after that,
Probably.
Connor will make a decision, or at least
Dude,
after Korea.
Jake Paul moved out of his house to pursue boxing, dude. Come.
So that's definitely another sports slash entertainment story we're gonna keep up with. I mean, it gets with the views. So yeah, I guess that's it for today. Do you have
Yeah,
anything else, Ratish?
no, bro. Yeah. So like, comment, subscribe right now.
We're
It's
done.
us signing off.
Hmm.
Golden.